Today, sport lovers, ordinary civilians, and all folks who are currently in Namibia had an opportunity to pay their respects to the late third president of the republic, Dr. Hage G. Geingob. The procession began at midday and it went through until 3 p.m. and Namibians had an opportunity to say goodbye for the first time this weekend to a national hero and a true African icon. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Good day, viewers. Welcome to today's Sportwrap show. I'm Ashwin Betty. Let's unpack the sport news. Namibian twin footballers Aiden and Aaron Claassen moved to South Africa last month to attend grade 10 and pursue their football careers at Tuksport High School in Pretoria. The 15-year-old siblings joined the renowned Tuksport Football Academy following their impressive performance during the week-long football trials. Their father, Angus Claassen, described the selection process as rigorous as well as challenging. Despite the tough trials, the boys persevered and were both accepted into the school and the academy. They dream of becoming professional footballers one day.
So yes, once again, this is Dixon Vambe. Pretty excited to bring you back the Night Cricket Bash, which we host annually at Namspire Cricket. This year, the same teams, Southern Sparrows, Omatako Rebels, Etosha Giants, as well as Vanishing Kings. And the tournament will be starting.
Now, that was just a preview of what's to come as we talk about Namspire Cricket in the pipeline after the break.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
The Namspire Cricket annual Under-12 Night Cricket Bash kicked off today at the Trustco United Cricket Grounds, Olympia, and it goes until 20th of March. We sat down with the captains of the participating teams to discuss their preparedness for the competition. Here is what they had to say, with Namspire Sports head coach Dixon Vambe providing an overview of the competition.
So yes, once again, this is Dixon Vambe. Pretty excited to bring you back the Night Cricket Bash, which we host annually at Namspire Cricket. This year, the same teams, Southern Sparrows, Omatako Rebels, Etosha Giants, as well as Vanishing Kings. And the tournament will be starting soon, which is tomorrow. And we're playing for the rest of the month to the month of March. And we're quite excited. The Under-12s are back at the action again. And very soon you'll be speaking to some of the captains. We're expecting a lot of highlights, a lot of sixes, a lot of fours, as well as a lot of wicket taking. So come and support us at the Trustco United Cricket Ground in Olympia, where the youngsters will be showing off their talent on the cricket field.
Hello, my name is David Berg and I am an all-rounder and I play for the Southern Sparrows and is very excited for the Cricket Night Bash.
David, you've been playing the Night Cricket Bash now for some years. How many years have you won the Night Cricket Bash?
I have played 3 years the Night Cricket Bash and it's a very fun experience to do that.
Obviously, it's a fun experience and there's also a lot of youngsters that are coming into the team. What is your message to those youngsters that are new to the Night Cricket Bash?
They just must go have fun and just have positivity.
Okay, and one more last question is to obviously all the parents and all the fans that will come and watch you guys. What are you also saying to them?
I think it's going to be a big role for them to watch us, and I think we will do very good if they watch us for the sport.
Well, David, wishing you all the best to the Southern Sparrows, and I hope you guys win the Night Cricket Bash.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gil Moron, and I'm the captain of the Omataka Rebels, and I'm a wicketkeeper batsman.
Gilma, you as the captain of the Omataka Rebels. Firstly, before we go into the Night Cricket Bash, tell us a little bit about the highlight of your year 2023 with the bat.
Yeah, it was a nice year. I did very well. I got the most runs in the league, and yeah.
Talking about the most runs, what was your highest score in 2023?
301 in an ODI series at the National League.
Well, now moving on, it's 2024 and you're starting off with a bang in the Night Cricket Bash. There'll be a lot of expectations of you and from your team. What can we expect from the Omataka Rebels?
Yeah, I think we are ready for this season, and I think we're going to do very well.
There's obviously a lot of youngsters that are looking up to you and that know that you've played in the Night Cricket Bash for quite some time. How many years have you played in the Night Cricket Bash?
Yeah, I played 4 years in the Night Cricket Bash.
And lastly, before we let you go, what is your message to all those that want to take up the game of cricket?
Yeah, I think just keep trying and give the most you can, even at practice, and yeah.
Gilma Horn, the captain of the Omataka Rebels, wish you all the best for the Night Cricket Bash.
Thank you, Dixon.
Hi, my name is Jamie Stewart, and I'm excited to be at the Night Cricket Bash. I'm the captain of the Vanishing Kings.
Jamie, it's your first time being a captain and you're captaining the Vanishing Kings. Can you tell us, how does that feel?
It feels nice. Yeah.
You obviously, it's a nice feeling, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. How are you going to be leading the team to make sure that you guys can win the Night Cricket Bash?
We need to stay positive and just
keep going through the motions, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then obviously there's a lot of youngsters, and you've played the Night Cricket Bash for quite some time now. What is your message to the young ones that are coming into the side?
You just need to be play the game, be excited, and stay positive.
A lot of positivity coming your way. Well, Jimmy, we wish you all the best in the Night Cricket Bash. And do you think the Vanishing Kings have a chance in 2024 this year?
Yes, we have a lot of good players, and I hope we will win.
No, thanks a lot, Jamie. That was Jamie Stewart, the captain of the Vanishing Kings, and we wish him well.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anand Nagarabizi, the captain of the Atosha Giants, and I'm really excited for the Night Bash. I'm an all-rounder.
Well, Anand, you're the captain. It's big shoes. Your brother is also a captain. Is cricket something that runs in your family?
Not really.
And let's talk about the Night Bash 2024. You've also played a little bit before. What can we expect from Anand?
I think I can do good stuff for my team and help them do good stuff for them also.
And then looking at the team, the Tosha Giants, what are their chances of winning this year?
I think we have a good chance of winning since we have a good team.
Yes, and then now while we are on the subject of your team, what is your message to the team?
Let's keep on pushing all the way.
Believe it or not, I was a cricketer in my younger days, a fantastic bowler. As for my batting, well, let's just get into the next story. The Namibian Cycling Federation continues to deliver outstanding athletes coming through the ranks and proving their worth at international level. One such prospect is Kevin Lowe, who was named Namibia's Junior Sportsman of the Year last year. He took over this title from his fellow cyclist and training partner Daniel Hanna, who was awarded this honor in 2022. The highlight of Lowe's career so far is undoubtedly the 20th place he achieved at the UCI Mountain Biking World Championship Championship in Glasgow last year against opposition who all have professional contracts already. Now, this achievement concluded his career as a junior or under 18, and from this year onwards, he takes on the elite men under 23 men's categories. Now, we put together this episode of Athletes World to find out what makes Kevin Lowe tick.
And yes, for this episode, we are outside. So for the wind that you guys do hear in the back, please forgive us. We just had to do it outside, so you guys don't mind that. But I am joined by none other than, drumroll, I think you should do the drumroll, like, Kevin Lowe. So we are joined by Kevin Lowe, the future of cycling in Namibia, I think, personally. Kevin, how are you doing today?
Good morning. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Well, I'm doing quite good. I'm into be outside on the farm is always a pleasure, especially with the weather at the moment, with a bit of rain and everything. I just love it.
Okay, do you think we'll get on the track today? Do you think we'll do some cycling?
think
I got my bike from Axel Tyson, by the way, so I think I'm ready for the day.
No, I think it's a Scott. I mean, you're just ready for the day.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You cannot be not ready
For the day.
So I'll definitely think we can fit in a bit of cycling and take you out on the trails.
Okay, what do you think about my bike, guys? Do you guys see my bike? Like the bike that Axel Tyson hooked me up with. Axel Tyson, shout out to you for making sure that I do get my bike to be on this great episode with with Kevin Lowe. So with that being said, this is all in, I don't want to say in favor, but it's all been done by Simon and Axel Tyson. So thank you so much for getting me this bike. But yeah, what can you tell me about my bike?
Well, your bike is a Scott RC Spark.
Okay.
It's a bike that's mostly used for cross countries, but it can be used for marathon racing as well. And like you can all see, it's a mountain bike, which basically means it's designed and made specifically for trails out. So it's a bit different to a road bike, bit thicker wheels, so it's not that, how can I say, not easily puncturable. But you can take it out and put it through some rough terrain. I mean, I have the same bike basically, just a few other parts.
Okay. If we talk about price range, how much does this one cost? How much does this one cost me to take it from Axel?
I think that one, to get it out of the showroom, would be around about 50,000, if I'm not wrong.
Do you get that? Like, can you check out like 25? We'll split, we'll drive together. Yeah, but Kevin Lowe, the reason why we are mainly here for is to talk about cycling, to talk about you, to talk about how you had a great year last year. But to start off with, I really want to know, how did you get into cycling and how did you become as good as you are now? When did it all start for you?
Well, it all started off really young. I mean, I had a bike since I can remember. If I just look at the photos and everything at home, I think I could ride. My parents most of the time said I could ride a bike before I could walk. So I was quite. I was in love with two wheels since almost birth, I think. But yeah, it all started getting a bit more serious when I started doing technical training with Miss Carolyn Yannick. And then on weekends, I'd go out with my dad and we'd come to these trails, or we're basically not here. We were at Waldorf's side, and that's where the trails originated. But with a new road being built and everything, all the trails and the main focus basically shifted over here to Kleine Kuppe. And the trails developed here, and I mean, I just loved riding with my dad. And the one day he told me there's a race, and I knew the trails, so we decided to enter. And then that's how cross-country racing started for me, and basically my racing career. So and then one of the other first memories I had, I was quite small. I had one of those BMX bikes, and my dad decided, or we decided to, it would be a fun idea with a friend of mine to enter the Netbank, so the cycle challenge, which is also coming up this weekend.
Okay.
So I did the 20 Ks on a little BMX bike, and that was super tough for me, but I loved every minute of it, especially competing against my best friend. And so that's how it all started.
By the way, by the way, I'm taking part in the Netball Cycle Challenge as well.
So I'll see you there.
You and I are gonna be there, but then I think I'm doing 30.
No, I'll be racing the 100 Ks.
No. I'm doing 30. So, word of advice for me that will be doing the 30. Since you did the 20 on a BMX, I'll be doing it probably on this baby right here. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, word of advice for me that's doing the 30. It's probably my first time riding. The longest I've rode on a bike was probably like 5Ks, maybe 6, to be honest. So yeah, doing 30, yeah, it's a proper step up, and I was challenged to do it, and I accept the challenge because I'm eager for it. So yeah, word of advice: how should I get ready for the cycling challenge?
First of all, being at a mountain bike, I would pump your wheels really hard.
Okay.
That would just reduce the rolling resistance a bit more. And I would say not get carried away by the vibe that the netbank always brings. I mean, that's just, so basically not jump the gun and go full out from the start.
Okay, because I thought I was like, get on, and I'm like,
no, that you must not do. Otherwise, you'll actually only be riding 5Ks. So I would say ease into it, and if you still feel comfortable at around 20 Ks, you can pick up the pace, and don't forget your water bottle. And
how much do I need? Like 5 liter?
No, I think if you have a water bottle of 750 milliliters, that should be enough, and there will be water points. So if you run out of water, definitely stop there for Coke helps as well. If you feel your sugar levels are low, a sip of Coke helps, and if they have bananas or something like that, definitely grab 1 or 2 and just put them in your pocket and have them on the way.
I think I'll carry a fanny pack.
You can do that, yeah.
Okay, you see, this is the advice I need. Axel was telling me about wake up at 5 in a lot of things, but he wasn't getting technical. Okay, last year you had a great year. Finished school. Now you're focusing on cycling. But yeah, just for the viewers to also know who Kevin Lowe, because probably people are watching, who's Kevin Lowe? What do you mean who's Kevin Lowe? You know? So yeah, just tell us quickly before we do move on and get on the track and stuff like that. How was last year for you? Just mention a few of the achievements that you got last year and how you were happy to get what you got last year.
Yeah. So last year was my last junior year, which means basically the last year under 18, which I was 18 at the time, and I must say I almost had the perfect season. There were a few races, or one race, the African Champs, which I was a bit bummed about the result, but that's a story for another day. Yeah. But then the rest of the year, I can just say, was a lot of ups. I mean, I got the chance, first of all, to go over to Europe, Switzerland, in May, and race my first ever Junior World Cup there. Was also not the results I was hoping for, but a lot of experience was gained, and I think it really helped me with my year late on. So yeah, becoming the MTB road, time trial and marathon champ in 1 year is something quite special to me. To be able to pull that off it takes a lot of hard work, and it's rewarding to get a result that basically paid off. And then World Champs at the end of the year, the World Cup I was talking about just now, at the World Champs in Glasgow, Scotland, or actually Peebles, it was on another level. I mean, it was my second World Champs ever, and to achieve a top 20, which that was the highlight of the year for me. And I think that experience I gained with my racing month in Europe in May, it just showed, I mean, handling the wet routes and the mud and everything, it's something that we cannot practice here in Namibia. So having the experience from Switzerland, I think that helped a lot, and it just paid off.
Yeah, like I think Kevin was very subtle about very calm like he is about the 20th position at the World Champs. Guys, World Champs, I don't think it maybe does, but World Champs, I mean, just you being there, 18, representing, it should have been, I'm sure it was amazing. You could feel it in your guts, stuff like that.
It was a lovely feeling. I mean, even a few days after, it was quite hard to believe. I mean, coming back home and then, meeting back up with the parents and everything. Like the emotions kept on coming up, and it was just a wonderful feeling, and and that quite motivated me to keep on pushing, and because it just shows that hard work pays off. So if we work harder, who knows what we'll be able to achieve.
Okay, I don't want to continue this conversation now. We need to get on the track. We will be continuing the conversation though shortly, so you guys do make sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch up with you.
Cool.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
Okay, so Kevin, we are still going to get on the track. You are still going to show us a few things because we are at the IGG Trails, and this is Kevin's home. He's been here more than 15 times, more than 20 times, more than 35 times, so he knows his way around the place. But yeah, before we do let you go, we do have this culture, as you all know. Just a word of advice to the youth, a word of advice to people who look up to you. I'm sure there are young kids that do aspire to be like you one day. So yeah, what do you have to say to them?
Oh, well, I would just basically say, you must never give up on your dreams. Never let anyone tell you.
Now, in a breaking news update, the captain of the Namibian cricket team, Gerard Erasmus, has dedicated their win today, and this is at the ICC World Cup League 2 against Nepal. They've dedicated their win today to the late President Hage Geingob. In an ex-post, he described the late president as a leader whose support for sport had transformative power. From me, Ashwin Berry, I'll be leaving you in the very capable hands of Ari Hochad. See you after the weekend.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first on the WTA. It's the women's side of World Tennis, Dubai International taking place at the moment, and the news from the tournament is that the semi-finals have been determined. And only one seeded player in the semi-finals, and that is Iga Swiatek, the world number one and also number one seed. It was a number 3 seed, Coco Gauff, that's out of the tournament. She was one of the early favorites. She lost to Alina Kaliskina of Russia. She lost 2-6, 6-4 and 6-2. That was in the quarterfinals. So Iga Swiatek, she safely through. She beat Guanyin Zheng of China, and she beat her comfortably by 6-3 and 6-2. And it is Iga Swiatek that will now play in the semi-finals. She will play against Alina Kaliskina of Russia. Also, a seeded player that's out of the tournament is Elena Rybakina, and she played in the final last week on the WTA Tour, but she was injured just before the game, and she had to withdraw against Italy's Tania Pralini, and she's also out of the tournament. On the men's side, on the ATP Tour, it is the Rio Open that continue, and it's a defending champion and number 2 seed, Cameron Norrie. He safely through also to the semi-finals. He beat Mario Baravero. He is from Brazil. He beat him comfortably by 6-1 and 6-1. Continuing with cricket, it's the 4th test that started. It is India hosting England. The test series at the moment, it is India leading 2-1, and it's a 5-test series. News from the game is that England won the toss and decided to bat first. It was a difficult morning for England on the first morning. They were 112 for the loss of 5 wickets. That was at lunch, and it was the new man that replaced Jasper Bumrah. His name is Akash Deep. He made his debut. He's the seam bowler. He he took 3 wickets. That was before lunch, and it was England that recovered after lunch. The score around tea time was 240 for the loss of 6 wickets, with Joe Root still unbeaten on 82 runs. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is rugby news. It is the Six Nations that continue this coming weekend. And news from the Scotland-England game is that Scotland announced that Jamie Ritchie, he's the flank, he's also a former captain. He will be playing in the test match again against England, so he strengthens the team. And also South African-born Kyle Steyn, he's a wing, he plays on the wing, and he will also be in the team that face England. And that kickoff time is 6:45, 6:45 Saturday, and they're also playing for the Calcutta Cup. Rich in history, that is Scotland against England. Other games in the Six Nations over the weekend is also on Saturday. It's Ireland that will host Wales. That kickoff time is 4:15, and then it is on Sunday. It is France that will host Italy. That is all Six Nations rugby in Europe. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend, and we talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.